Next up, at UFC Vegas 103, we got Hyder Amil taking on William Gomis. Hyder Amil undefeated in his career at 10-0, looking for his third UFC knockout win. Taking on William Gomis, 14-2 in his career, 5-0 in his last 5. He's coming off that robbery win over Joanderson Brito. And if you're going to argue that wasn't a robbery, you just like to argue for no reason. William Gomis is not somebody that I've enjoyed watching in the past. Bit of a boring Frenchman. Honestly, that's not an offense to the French, but a lot of the French fighters outside of Benoit Saint-Denis do tend to take their time, hang on the outside, just be technical. That's Savat style. And that's typically what he's done. We have seen him do all the things. He can grapple, he can strike, he can outwork some people. So it's hard to label him as any one thing because he can do all of that. His striking style is that Muay Thai style, very opportunistic grappler. If he sees something, he'll snatch it up. The criticism on him has been that he is low volume, and at times it is brutal. He has almost 1 hour of time in the octagon over his couple of fights, and he's still landing fewer than 3 significant strikes per minute. He's coming off that win over Joanderson Brito, where I think it was an absolute robbery. He did show that he's not a complete pushover, but that was just he didn't win that fight. He's taking on Hyder Amil, an aggressive striker. He will walk forward. He'll walk through fire. He will try to get into that pocket, and he will just bomb away. He's got a solid chin. He relies on his chin. He's got good power in his hands, and he's just take one to give one, swings like crazy, hopes to find your head, and if he does find it, it's going to be a problem because he hits very hard. He's not a very good wrestler, but he will work fights to the ground if he gets the opportunity. Most of the time, people are so concerned about what they're coming his way that he lowers his level, he shoots, and he'll get it there. This could be a really fun fight, mostly because Hyder's going to move forward and just swing wild. I just think that William Gomis is the better fighter here. I think he can avoid getting lit up, stay on the outside, be long, maybe initiate his own grappling. So William Gomis is going to be the pick because he's the better fighter. Hyder is the more dangerous of the two. He's just going to come in, swing like crazy, maybe connect, maybe not, hopefully not. But we just saw Joanderson Brito, who's supposed to be the most dangerous guy in this division, not be able to get William out of there. I don't think Hyder will. So I think Hyder might be punching at air while William Gomis dances around and bores us to death. William Gomis is the pick. What do you think, Cheeky Boy?
Yeah, William Gomis is a guy that I know well, former Lock of the Week winner. There's 6 of them on this card. He has won. I think was it the Francis Marshall fight? I know it was one of those. It was a very boring fight. I know that, but he ended up being a Lock of the Week winner. And I kind of thought that William Gomis was this kind of a pretty boy striker, like almost like he moves around honestly like Zalal. Like I know a lot of people give Yusuf shit for that, but one thing you're not going to ever do is hit Yusuf Zalal clean. The way that he moves, you're just not going to hit him clean. And William Gomis is kind of that same thing, like the dancing around style, the counter strike, and to be able to move off angles. It's really hard to hit that guy clean. And I was very high on him as Lock of the Week, but going into that Brito fight, I was like, Brito's going to fuck this guy up because he's just going to blitz this guy. He's going to get in his face and then land a big shot or get the takedowns. And I thought he was going to get the takedowns, and it was a close fight. I obviously thought Brito, I was very high on him. I thought he was going to win that fight. But Hyder Amil, to me, is like a worse version of Joanderson Brito. I just think it comes simply to that. If Joanderson Brito couldn't get it done, and some people might thought he did, but I thought he'd do a lot better than that. I don't see Hyder Amil having that same success. He is kind of just a blitz forward, hands low. He was able to somehow bait the Korean Tiger into just dropping his hands and slugging with them, and William Gomis just is never going to be that guy. He is just a counter striker. The thing I worry about the most, because I honestly think this is a tailor-made fight for a guy like William Gomis. A big counter striker who showed a little bit of a mean streak against Brito, really sat down on a few shots, was a little bit more aggressive than we've seen in the past. Is he going to carry that same momentum of being in front of his hometown or being in front of his home fans against a guy who kind of disrespected him at the weigh-ins, and he kind of had that anger to him when he was fighting with the crowd going crazy? Is he going to bring that same energy into the Apex? Or is he going to be the normal, William Gomis, who is going to get danced around, and Hyder could find that pressure and find some success, maybe in the grappling as well? That does worry me a little bit, but as a fighter, William Gomis is better. I think it's a tailor-made matchup for him, and I think he kind of rolls here.
Yeah, and if this isn't the year of the undefeated prospects losing, I don't know what is. So even just that is that alone should caution you. I saw somebody comment that the line is moving towards Hyder. So more and more money coming in. I get it. He's an underdog. He's undefeated. He's dangerous. But William
too
Gomis is
reckless
just
for
the better
me.
fighter. Yeah,
He's
William
just too
Gomis should
reckless.
just be the better fighter here. So William Gomis is going to be the pick. I am not spending $8,800.
People never bet the French. I mean, William Gomis would have won you a lot of money if you kept betting him.
He keeps winning fights. He's boring as shit, and it's frustrating to watch, but he does just keep winning fights. $8,800 in DraftKings Fantasy for William Gomis. I don't think he's going to cover that salary. I don't see him finishing here. Hyder is tough.
Oh, I think he's going to finish him.
Because you think Hyder's going to be punching air, just getting hit with counter shots. And
Yeah, Hyder's not a fucking he's not a fucking pussy. He's going to come at William.
Yeah.
And if you come at William, in the last fight, if he's laying stuff like that on Hyder, I think he's going to hurt him. And if he hurts him, I think he can get him out of there.
Yeah, I think it goes a little longer, but I can see what you're saying, especially an undefeated guy, young in his career. I guess we'll find out.
Baby, I feel like laying you down.
Never heard that song in my life. If you do want to unlock all the picks, the bets, the tools, and everything else that we do, it's only $10 for an entire month. I cannot express to you enough how insane the website. Sign up. It's $10. You hate it? Cancel your membership. No big deal. $10. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. You get picks, bets, tools, a full tape study, everything you could ever want or need heading into a fight week. Somebody said similar to Johnson and Temerov, and that's not a terrible analysis.
What? This fight?
Yeah.
No.
A guy with
Charles
power
Johnson
running forward
is
like
not
crazy.
A backup striking kickboxer. He gets in your
side
he's
to
a
side.
pressure guy. Charles is going to be the fucking pressure guy. He's going to be all over this guy. It's nothing the same. Have you ever watched a fight?
I was reading a comment.
Someone asked you straight up, do you even watch UFC?
Yeah, because I said John Matsumoto won that fight. Do you even watch UFC, bro? No, I don't. I just made all this up. I'm just guessing.